Hey, what's good, dudes? Welcome back to Dude Dining. Today, we're going to be cooking up one of my favorite desserts in the entire world, peanut butter cookies. They're super easy to make and require almost zero preparation, which means you can go from craving peanut butter cookies to eating them in about an hour. Let's go. As far as ingredients go, we're going to need 1 stick of butter, a half cup of peanut butter, a half cup of white sugar, a half cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and then half a teaspoon of salt. To start things off, go ahead and make sure your butter is soft by setting it outside of your fridge for about an hour before you get baking. You can also put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds to soften it up as well. Next up, we got our peanut butter, which could be a huge pain to get outside of the jar, so good luck. Now, I took the time to wash and dry my measuring cup in between, but feel free just to be lazy and use a new one if you want to, because next we're going to be adding in our white sugar and our brown sugar. When you add in your egg, make sure you don't drop any of the shell inside like I almost did. Onto the flour, make sure you're using all-purpose flour and not something like bread flour. Not saying that that would be bad, but I've never tried it. I don't want to be putting my name on that. Towards the end here, you're going to be adding in your baking soda and your baking powder. Yes, these are 2 completely different ingredients that do 2 completely different things in baking, so don't be mixing those up. Lastly, throw in your salt. This will pair with the sweetness of your cookies. Now we're going to mix everything together. You'll do much better than I did because you're not a complete Neanderthal using a spoon to do this. I recommend using literally anything else in your kitchen to mix this up. And once it's mixed, go ahead and form a ball of dough with your hands and slap that bad boy down on some plastic wrap to chill in your fridge for an hour. Or if you have zero patience like I do, you can put it in your freezer for about 15 minutes. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no idea what this is in Celsius, so don't ask me. Then we're going to lay down some parchment paper. You can also use aluminum foil here and put it on top of a cookie sheet. This is going to save you a ton of cleanup time later on. Once our dough is chilled, then we can start forming them into 1-inch balls. My balls are way bigger than that, so feel free to copy me if you don't want to follow the rules. Another important thing here is you're going to want to leave some space for the cookies to expand on top of the cookie sheet. You'll notice that I didn't do that either, and that'll be a problem for me later on. Then we're going to use a fork to throw some hashes on these cookies, because for some reason that's what everyone has done to peanut butter cookies since the dawn of man, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Onto the oven, make sure that we're wearing oven mitts so you don't get more baked than your cookies are, but you might already be. In that case, these will be extra good. You're going to want to set your timer for between 7 and 10 minutes. I've found 8 minutes to be the sweet spot for most of my peanut butter cookies. When your timer goes off, go ahead and take them out. Remember your oven mitts again and set your cookies down to cool for about 10 minutes, but let's be real, nobody ever does that anyway. Try to flip your spatula and catch it. You'll probably get it after your 4th take just like me, and not your 40th, because no one would sit there in front of a camera trying to do this that long. Now you can put these piping hot peanut butter cookies on a plate to devour. You'll see that mine are completely falling apart because I only waited 2 minutes because I'm a degenerate. Dude as I say and not as I dude. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dude Dining. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more killer cooking videos and food guides. and I'll check you later, dude.